Delegation appears simple, but it is not. We find that before you delegate, you think many times, you think various things. Delegation to the right person at the right time for the right job is necessary, and that requires contemplation. One. Number two, it requires that you should know all the team members. You should know who is the best person to delegate a task which is important. As a leader, you know the need to delegate. You cannot do everything yourself. Neither you have time, nor is it good, nor it is advisable. Delegating tasks lighten your workload. But according to Dr. Scott Williams, professor of management at the Wright State University, delegating does much more than just stuff off the plate. Since the people who work for you will be able to develop new skills and gain knowledge, this appears to them a responsibility for future for which they are prepared. Delegation can also send you a clear signal that you respect your subordinates, their abilities, and that you trust their discretion. Employees who feel that they are trusted and respected tend to have a higher level of commitment to their work than the organization expects. Why people don't delegate? Why leaders fail to delegate? That's a question. While the benefits of delegation are obvious, plentiful, but many leaders do not do it. Let's look at the reason. Many leaders think that they can do it better. They think that delegating a task is just passing on the work which they are supposed to do to somebody else. One study found that two psychological processes make people more reluctant to delegate their work. The self-enhancement effect, meaning whereby the manager thinks that if he or she does it, they are able to enhance their abilities. Number two, they lack faith in supervision effect. They are not sure whether they will be able to supervise others. The next point is they are nervous about letting go. They are nervous that things may not go bad. They are nervous that they may not be held responsible for any lapses that may occur. Then they are also worried delegating will take longer time than doing the work themselves. This is absolutely wrong. The moment you delegate a task and the moment you also train the person, you also explain him or her the details, nitty-gritty of the work that you are giving, then they will be able to do it better because you have so many other things to think. They don't. They will focus only on the task delegated, but inspiring them to do so is also your work as a leader. The next question is how to determine when delegating is appropriate. Regarding the task, the enormity of the task, the time which is available, then now you have to think and you have to classify. There are some tiny tasks, little things that only take a small amount of time to complete but add up over time. So these small things can be delegated right over there. The second thing is tedious tasks. Tedious tasks which are actually mindless, which only require copying or cutting and pasting. Now all these things can be done by any of the junior and they should be delegated immediately. Then there are certain things time consuming. Time consuming tasks are opportunities to break work. There is something known as salami technique. When the task is big, arduous, it becomes very difficult to imagine that you will be able to do it. But if you cut like a salami, then it becomes very easy. And to use the technique is also your duty as a leader. How to delegate tasks effectively? Choose the right person for the right job. Part of being good leader understands your employees' strengths, weaknesses, and also preferences. That please note, preferences is equally important, because if somebody likes, he'll put his mind and soul. If you conducted the audit recommending the section above, you might have a list of tasks which you are looking for delegating. You may want to consider sitting down with your team, going through the list and letting people know that these are the possible things, and let them self-select if you are able to organize such a thing. Then this is very important. Explain to them why you are delegating, why you are choosing a particular person, why you think that they'll be able to do it, and give them confidence. If they have any problem, they should come and ask. But do not interfere. Do not give them any instructions in between. Provide the right instructions. Every good delegator provides basic and important information without micromanaging. Micromanaging is irritating. Next point is provide resources and training. Yes, I have already said training is critical. When you propose to delegate any tasks, it's your duty to ensure that the person is adequately trained. The next point is delegate responsibility as well as authority. Not only responsibility, also the authority. What does it mean? You will probably have a situation where you were asked to do something but didn't feel fully empowered to make a decision. As a result, the work stalls. So you should give them the power to decide, and you should also be prepared if anything goes wrong. You have to stand up, you have to accept it's your responsibility, and not pass on the buck that the other person, the junior, has done it so. Further, you need to check the work you delegated to your employees when it is complete. Make sure they did it correctly and give them any feedback that might be needed to improve when handling the task moving forward. When you implement these points, you are giving people a roadmap for what they should continue to do and be successful. This is simplest step, but one of the hardest for many people to learn. It will inspire loyalty, provide real satisfaction for the work done, and become the basis of mentoring and performance improvement. The benefits of learning to delegate. If you delegate well, you can increase trust and commitment with your employees, improve productivity, and make sure that the right people are performing the tasks they are best suited for. So do not be afraid to pass on the baton. It might take some practice to become a great delegator, but practice, keep on practicing. There is no doubt that when you keep on doing it, there could be some problems, there could be some hiccups, but think that this is a part of the game, it's a part of the learning process, and keep on learning, delegating, enjoying the trust of the people, and moving forward.